Hey guys, you join me here, Snowman86. We are back on Ladyhill. So today, very simply, we are on top of our pit there. Our pit has fermented. So we've more or less skipped the month of May, not a whole pile going on, and we're back here at the start of June. You can see our hay reserves are starting to dwindle a little bit. Our straw is probably starting to look down a little bit. Uh, Not sure why he's outside the pin. We might have to do a reset to sort him out. Straw, we're doing okay. I think we've enough to carry us into next year as well. We've taken a good chunk out of it, but if we start running low, we can stop feeding it. So that's a bonus there. If I quickly run around here, guys, you'll see our pit is empty. So we've used up all the silage. Silage bales from here are gone. They've been fed into the animals, and I think we've 30,000 litres in the feed trough. We'll probably have to feed him at some stage. Not sure why he's out, but we'll get him back in. We'll hunt him back in, guys. So my dilemma is my grass is ready to go. Now, we've seen here previously that making hay can be a challenge when it rains, and if you look at the weather, today is well, I won't say it's a washout, but we could cut a little bit of grass, but I don't think we're going to get much out of it. So do we do that? Do we load up the mowers and get cracking and try and get a little bit of grass cut and do some pit silage? That is one thing we could do. Ideally, I do want to get it cut now because then we'll get a growth again by September and we might be able to make hay then. But if you look at the next forecast, the next best day is July. What happens in July? My oats come good, my canola comes good. So we're going to be flat out harvesting. And if you look here then, July 2nd, 3rd, August, all wet. So July looks like it is going to be the 1st of July. We are getting out here, we are harvesting that canola, getting it off the ground. To me, that's probably more priority than grass. I could probably work the grass in between the rain. Tomorrow we might get lucky, the rain mightn't come till late in the evening, and we could get a day of it. So that's kind of where we are, guys. So that's my thought process. My pasture has finally grown as well, so if we duck down the steps over here, you'll see our pasture is fully grown. So the other debate is, do we actually use this as a pasture, or do I come in here and mow it and take all the grass off that we can? Might be a better idea. I'm not sure, is the pasture thing quite set up. But what we could do is do a demo by moving cattle, some of the ones we're going to sell, into this field here with the pasture. And that's exactly what we might do. So if we go grab our truck, we have the old herdsman stick in the back. And another little thing, on doing some research, I have discovered that the issue with selling cattle, I think, was let me slap reverse here. So yeah, I think the issue with selling cattle was down to the realistic animal mod. That is my understanding from what I've seen. So that's such upsetting, but look, these things happen. So we've updated to the latest version, and I think that in the description does state it fixes the ability to sell in single player. So that's what we're hoping for. So we'll just back in here. This stick should still be here. It is. So if I do this now, here, nope, I'm obviously not close enough. So we're going to have to go a little bit further back. So we just go on, get in there. So we'll open the animal dialogue. Why does it say I can't select them? Do I have to be holding this thing? That's a little bit painful if it is right. Maybe I do have to be holding it. Thought I could just so let me just do this and this. So now if I open animal, yes, now I can move the trailer. So that's what we wanted to do. So Anything we were going to sell now, we're just going to get out, and that will reduce the need to feed as many animals as we're doing. Now, some of these are worth, I think the ones that are worth good money, I think we should probably leave here. Yeah, like 1200, that's good money. That to me is a good animal. So we'll just grab the ones like this fella that we didn't have marked down as a sell cow, but looks like he will be a sell cow because there's no point breeding him. So yeah, not a whole pile going on there. Let me just select all these. We'll just do a little test here in the next couple of episodes. We'll move these to the pasture. Yeah, we'll get rid of him as well. This fella will have to go. This fella will have to go. This fella will have to go. This fella seems to be a lot more. Wow, he is Jesus. He's 11 months old. Just don't understand it. So now if I hit that and then hit C, move selected. There's 22 animals we've moved. Put that in here. And we'll back ourselves down to our field. And this area is probably where I'd like to stick the next cattle shed. That's my thoughts anyway. Just lower my mic there a little bit, might be coming in high. Hopefully settings are all right because we had to do a system reset as well, guys, so not the best, not sure what happened. So that's that. Oh. Right, open animal dialog, that is okay, so we're going to space select all and move selected, see? So that should be that done, so we should now have, perfect, 22 animals in here, sweet. So the meadow's saying 15,000 litres of grass, which is not ideal, but we'll make do with it. Oh wow, that was a quick getaway there. So we'll get out here, close our gate, and yeah, what that means is we'll probably end up cutting that field over. Just see what we get out of it. So sure can't quite see a whole lot here, small old windscreen, but we'll get this Jeep parked back home, and that should take the pressure off the animals here. So that brings me back to my dilemma. It is now 7:30 in the morning. Do we get out here, cut a bit of grass and try and do something? So that is my thoughts. I'll leave you with those. I'll be back here in a little bit once I've made my mind up. Hopefully not too long, because we've only got a short window before it starts raining, so we'll have to decide quickly. And we are back, guys. So as you can see, we've decided to give it our best shot at cutting grass. How will this work out? Nobody knows, but sure, look, we'll try it. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting old go of it. We've got to do our best here to we're not going to get it all cut, let's be honest about that, but we will do our best to chop as much as we can. Well, that's a lie as well. What we're going to do is probably cut 2 fields, stick them in the pit, and then hopefully tomorrow's weather is not as bad, and we'll be able to get out here and make a little bit of hay. Or should I just do these 2 fields as hay, and then if the weather turns, because hay is going to be an issue for us. If we don't get it made now, we are in serious trouble. So I think going forward into next year, probably going to hold off doing our first cut till April, in late April, May, and that gives us oh, look at that for waste. That gives us a great chance then to actually make hay, because May this month was fantastic and we didn't do a whole pile, so it would have been an ideal opportunity to be out here dropping grass. So that's probably where we're going to go with it in the future, but for now it is what it is. We can't do too much about it. We didn't think June would be a wet month, but it's looking like June is going to be an awful month to try and make hay, which is sad, but that's the way it goes. So as I say, we're definitely going to cut 2, maybe 3 fields. We'll see how time is going for us, because if we're going to try and make hay, we got to ted this, and I should probably check the moisture level, which we haven't done. That would give us another indication whether we could actually do this hay business. So there's a little bit of pressure on us. Seems to be always the way, doesn't it? Always seems to be something catching us. So we're going to hit 2 fields anyway. Let's see what happens. We'll just whip around, get this bit we missed. A little silly because it's cost us a bit of time. So if we shut down and we just fold up, because we're aiming for a gate over here. If I run out and quickly just check, moisture level is, oh my god, it is in the 30s, guys. I don't know, moisture retention is pretty high. It was wet yesterday, which doesn't help. Oh, this field, this top corner has always been a little bit wet, so we'll see 50, 50, yeah, that ain't gonna make hay. That ain't going to make hay. So this field is out. We might have some hope in that top field. This field just seems to be wet. I don't know what it is. So we'll have some hope here, I think. Ideal moisture 18 to 20, and we're hovering in the 30s. So this might go. Might not. But we'll just have to see. There's going to be, as I say, a little bit of pressure, but we'll get into this backfield, which is normally a high yielding field, and hopefully that'll get us something while we're unfolding. Let me just check moisture levels. So we're kind of 30s, yeah. So this might go hay, and it's 8 o'clock. So yeah, we are cutting this fine, guys. So we're just going to cut this field, and yeah, we'll break out the hay equipment then and see. We'll break out the tether and the windrower and try and get the baler going, and see can we beat that rain before 11. So we've 3 hours. So yeah, let's not mess around and waste too much time. So I'm going to crack on. I'm going to keep cutting this field, and I'll see you back here a little bit later, guys, and we'll see do we beat this rain. And we are back, guys. So as you can see, windrower on. We attempted tedding, and yeah, just no way. The moisture of the grass was looking around the 30% mark. So there is not a hope in hell we were going to get that down to the, is it under 20 I think you need for hay. So a little bit disappointing. So the 2 fields we've cut now, we are literally going to windrow and get them straight stuck in the pit. That is the plan. It is now 9:05, so we've 2 hours. We should get it done, but we probably another half hour here of tedding, and then that'll leave us an hour and a half to start gathering. It'll be tight. I think it might just start raining with the last load or 2 maybe, but we definitely wouldn't have got 3 fields done. So it is good to know. But it looks like it's yielded quite well. It's a big old windrow, guys, so kind of happy with that. Now we did install a new mod as well, yield tracker. I believe it works for grass as well, so we should be able to see now our yields kind of going forward. Obviously we won't track data that we haven't saved already, so our first few cuts or whatever on grass will not have been factored in. But field 11 and 10 now should have data stored in them, and once we have all the grass in, we will take the time to have a quick look and see how we did on the yield monitor. So yeah, it's just a little update, guys. This is where we are. Not ideal. Looks like we will not be getting any hay made in June, so it could be just a case of getting out here, cutting it, getting it into the pit, and then we'll pray to Jeebus that we get a cracking August, cracking September, and that we finally get a chance to make some hay, because I think by that stage we are going to be running pretty low, and if we have to buy in hay, that is just going to hurt. So again, I'm going to keep cracking on, guys. We have a little bit left to do here, and we'll be heading back for the farm then to pick up our forager and crack on with that. And we are back in the field, guys. So as you can see, we are out collecting, doing our bit for the parish here. We should beat the rain. We're yielding pretty well as well. It's hard to tell, because the last few times we've been out cutting grass, it has rained on us, and when it rains it tends to affect our yield, but I would say we're well up over 100,000 litres of grass, so that's something, guys. Not to be sniffed at, but yeah, just going to do our best here now. We've about half an hour, maybe a little bit less, until the rain comes, so I just want to try and get as much, especially this field. I probably should have started here. This field is the one that yields pretty well. It's probably the best yielding grass field on the farm, so yeah, we just got to make sure we get it in. And yeah, I think definitely we need to look at ways of improving things here for us, because yeah, we're getting caught all open with this rain scenario. This is not the first time. This, I think, is the third time. So it is what it is, I suppose. But at the end of the day, we need to kind of just start doing a better job of getting this grass in, because let's be honest, if we don't get it in, our plans for the livestock kind of go up. I won't say in smoke, but definitely get affected pretty hard, because the idea of animals is that it is we are all over the place there. It is a little bit cheaper to well, I won't say a little bit cheaper, but it should be a lot cheaper to operate animals. We get the slurry benefits. We don't really have to pay for the yields. They kind of feed themselves to a degree. We just need to obviously pay for diesel and grass, or diesel and equipment. So yeah, in that regard we should be fairly self-sufficient, but yeah, we're losing out here with this weather. It really is kind of having an effect on us, so we need to get a handle on that, and yeah, see how we get on. So we should have one more load here once we collect this bit here. Boom, we're out. So let's jump in cab here for a little bit, and yeah, we're using head track. So let me know, do you prefer it, do you not prefer it? It is a little bit different to the static camera, but yeah, I think it gives us the ability to look left and right pretty, especially when we're coming out of gates and stuff. Now, to be fair, this map isn't too heavy with traffic, but still, it's important to be conscious of safety. Yeah, safety. So we'll get this back to the farm, guys, and we'll have one more load to go. We should beat that pesky rain, so we'll be pretty happy. Oh, are we gonna just mount Gape here? Yeah, we'll do that. So obviously when I'm recording, anytime we come in there, I swing in pretty hard and fast when I'm not recording, and never seem to get stuck. The minute I hit the record button, you'd be sure as hell we're going to get stuck on that pier coming in on the farm. So no, don't know what you, but I won't be able to do the whole backing and head tracking thing, so I will, for this one anyway, we need to start using it more often and get used to it. I'm just going to mount the manure. As you can see, we've done plenty of times already, and give ourselves an angle to swing in at. And don't judge me on my pit filling abilities. This has been a fast and hard get it in off the field episode, So that's kind of where we've been at, and that's not going to hit the corner I wanted. Oh, it might. We'll get a bit in there. So, how many liters? Oh, wow. I don't know, did you see that quickly, guys? But we've 156,000 liters grass in there from 2 fields. So that's fair going. I think we've about 280 or something in that one from all the fields, and that was a weather affected event. So yeah, if we can get a spell here of dry weather, we will have an abundance of hay to make, and that is the plan. So we're going to be cautious on cutting everything in the next couple of days. Obviously we could and fill up 2 silage clamps, but it will throw us out of whack a little bit, so I don't want to do it if I can help it. So what we will be looking at is tight old gate entrances. Yeah, so we will attempt in the next few days to make a ball of hay. We'll see how it plays out. I can't imagine playing out that well. Maybe it's my settings with the realistic weather mod and the moisture retention, maybe. So I might have to look at that, because we are playing with that moisture mod as well. So maybe there's a setting there that I can adjust to make it a bit more manageable, because we had a pretty good May. And of course, standard me did not keep an eye on moistures, but the grass wasn't ready to go anyway. But we could have maybe seen how much that rain affects us. So what we might do is we'll walk 1 or 2 fields here in a minute off screen, and we'll see what the moistures are. We'll let it rain, and then we'll double check the moistures again just to see what effect that is having on us, because yeah, we just need to get a handle on this weather and this moisture, because at the moment it might cost us money this year, guys. So with that said, I think we've beaten the rain for this one, so that's pretty good. I'm happy with that, and yeah, I think we would leave it here. As I say, we'll do a few tests off screen. We have our animals currently in a grass paddock, the ones we're not too concerned about, so we'll leave them there and see what comes of them. And we'll see, will it make a difference. Obviously we won't be getting any slurry or manure off them, but it might make a difference in terms of the quantity of hay, especially for this season. So with that said, guys, we are 2 fields cut and picked. Can't be too unhappy with that. So I'll get this back to the farm, we'll unload, and yeah, as I say, we'll do our own moisture checks and we'll try and get a handle on it. But yeah, that is grass done for now, but we will have probably a grass part B at some stage over the summer. So guys, until then, thank you very much. I've been Snowman86, and this has been Ladyhill, and as always, thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you all again, guys. Take care.